Did you know that most bad habits aren't the problem? They're just symptoms of something deeper? It's true. Behind every bad habit is a hidden cause, a trigger that keeps the cycle going. And until you find and fix it, breaking free can feel impossible. In Chapter 10 of Atomic Habits, James Clear takes us on a journey to uncover these root causes. You'll learn how to identify the real reasons behind your habits, the subtle cues that drive your actions, and proven strategies to replace destructive patterns with positive ones. This chapter is a game changer because it's not just about what you do, it's about why you do it. If you've been struggling to break bad habits and take control of your life, this is the insight you've been waiting for. Let's get started. Welcome to Book Summary, where you can unlock the power of books in minutes, not months. Get the key insights, chapter by chapter, and start learning smarter, not harder. Let's begin. In Chapter 10 of Atomic Habits, James Clear focuses on a critical but often overlooked aspect of habit change, understanding and addressing the root causes of bad habits. He explains that bad habits don't arise out of thin air. They are usually the result of repeated actions driven by specific triggers, emotions, or circumstances. To effectively break these patterns, you need to dig deeper, identify the underlying causes, and rewire your behavior from the ground up. Clear begins by emphasizing that bad habits are often coping mechanisms. They serve as quick fixes for stress, boredom, or discomfort. For example, a person might overeat not because they're genuinely hungry, but because they're trying to distract themselves from anxiety. Similarly, procrastination often stems from a fear of failure or a lack of clarity about where to start. Recognizing that bad habits are responses to deeper issues can help you move beyond surface-level solutions and tackle the core problem. One of the key ideas in this chapter is the importance of cues and triggers. Clear explains that every habit, good or bad, starts with a cue, something that initiates the behavior. For example, checking your phone first thing in the morning might be triggered by the sound of your alarm. Eating junk food might be triggered by passing a vending machine at work. These triggers are often automatic and deeply ingrained, making them hard to notice without conscious effort. To break bad habits, Clear suggests becoming a habit detective. Start by observing when and where your bad habits occur. What's the time of day? How do you feel in that moment? What's the environment like? By identifying patterns, you can begin to see the specific triggers behind your actions. One memorable example from the book involves the habit of biting nails. Clear explains that many nail biters aren't even aware they're doing it. It's a subconscious response to stress or boredom. But once you identify the situations that lead to nail biting, you can introduce alternative actions, like clenching your fists or keeping your hands busy with a stress ball. The key is to interrupt the automatic response and replace it with a healthier alternative. Another important concept in Chapter 10 is the inversion of the first law of behavior change. Make it invisible. This means removing the cues that lead to bad habits from your environment. For instance, if you're trying to cut back on snacking, keep unhealthy food out of sight or don't buy it at all. If you want to spend less time on social media, consider turning off notifications or moving your phone to another room during work hours. By reducing your exposure to triggers, you make it harder for the habit loop to start. Clear also stresses the importance of self-awareness and accountability. Often, we justify bad habits by telling ourselves stories, "I deserve this treat after a long day," or "I work better under pressure, so it's okay to procrastinate." These justifications keep us stuck in the same cycle. To counter this, Clear suggests taking an honest look at your habits and questioning the narratives you've created around them. Journaling or talking to a trusted friend can help you gain clarity and stay accountable. A powerful takeaway from this chapter is that lasting change requires more than just willpower. It's about redesigning your environment and routines to make good habits easier and bad habits harder. For example, if you want to stop watching TV late at night, you could unplug the TV or remove the batteries from the remote before bed. These small adjustments may seem trivial, but they can significantly reduce the friction of making better choices. Clear also highlights the importance of emotional regulation in breaking bad habits. Many bad habits are triggered by negative emotions like stress, anger, or sadness. Learning healthier ways to cope with these emotions, such as exercise, mindfulness, or talking to someone you trust, can help you break free from destructive patterns. Finally, Clear reminds readers that progress is not linear. Breaking bad habits takes time, and setbacks are a natural part of the process. The key is to stay patient and focus on incremental improvement rather than perfection. Even small changes can lead to significant results over time. Chapter 10 is a practical and empowering guide for anyone looking to break free from bad habits. It shows that by identifying the root causes of your behavior, removing triggers, and replacing old patterns with healthier alternatives, you can create lasting change. It's not about being perfect. It's about understanding yourself better and designing your life to support the person you want to become. If you've ever felt stuck in a cycle of bad habits, this chapter is a game changer. It's not just about willpower or motivation. It's about uncovering the why behind your habits and addressing the deeper forces at play. By taking a thoughtful, systematic approach, you can finally break free and build the habits that truly serve you. Thank you so much for joining me for Chapter 10 of Atomic Habits. I hope you're feeling inspired and ready to uncover and tackle the root causes of your bad habits. Remember, every small step you take toward breaking negative patterns is a step closer to becoming the person you want to be. But don't stop here. In the next chapter, Chapter 11, Walk Slowly, but Never Backward, we'll explore the power of continuous improvement and why progress, no matter how small, always outweighs perfection. It's an incredibly motivating lesson that will help you stay on track, even when things get tough. Click over to the next video, and let's keep building better habits together. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in Chapter 11.